morning, children. See, Amma, up to ninth lesson, before the essay one we finished. Let me check whether I give the question answers of ninth lesson or not. Today, I am going to teach some natural phenomena, 10th lesson. Some natural phenomena, 10th lesson. What are the natural phenomena? We'll see. Lightning, thundering, volcanoes, earthquakes, all these are the natural phenomena. So what we will do here in the natural phenomena, let me read one paragraph. In the earlier classes you have learnt about winds, storms, cyclones. You have learnt about cyclones cause a lot of damage to life and property. You will also learned that we protect ourselves from these destructive phenomena. So cause for the disasters, natural phenomena, and how we will protect from that natural phenomena, and what are the destructives, how we will face the destructive, everything we are going to learn. What are the natural phenomena? It is given here: winds, storms, cyclones, volcanoes, earthquakes, lightning. All these are the natural phenomena. In the present chapters, we will going to discuss about some natural phenomena and the cause for the natural phenomena, and how to detect and how to protect ourselves from that natural phenomenon. First is the lightning. What is a lightning? Lightning is nothing but a spark occurs. You might have seen sparks on the electric poles when wires become loose and when the wind blows and shakes the wire. Same manner, a lightning is an electric spark but on a large use scale. In ancient times, people did not understand cause of this spark. They were therefore afraid of lightning and thought the wrath of a god and or an evil spirit was striking them. So the war between the god and the evil spirit, due to that fighting war, the swords, due to striking of that swords, it produces a light. Our ancestors used to believe that lightning is nothing but a spark. How we are going to see the spark in the sky? Because they don't know the science at the time. Scientific technology is not at all developed, so they used to afraid of the god and the evil power. The war between the evil powers and the god, the striking of the swords produces a spark, and that spark they used to think that is a lightning occurs in the sky. Okay, Benjamin Franklin, a American scientist, showed that lightning and the spark from a close were essentially the same phenomenon. Okay, scientific discoveries are a result of hard work by many people. It can sometimes take a long time. We shall now study some properties of electric charges. We shall also see how they are related to the lightning in the sky. Let us perform some activities to understand the nature of electric charges. Let us recall what you might have played as a game. When you rub a plastic scale on your dry hair, the scale can attract very small pieces. And why the plastic scale not able to attract pieces of paper before it gets rubbed by dry air? Before rubbing, even plastic scale or a comb does not attract the paper pieces, but continuously rubbing, what happens? It attracts the paper pieces. This shows that continuously rubbing, a charge develops on a body, and when we place an other objects, a charge transfers. Due to transfer of that charge from one object to other charge, it attracts, and that is said to be electrostatic force. Already we discussed about a electrostatic force in the first lesson in the form of a force. Okay, effect of rubbing is giving that what happens when we rub any object continuously, a charge develops, and when we place the charged body on a uncharged body, a charge transfers. Due to that, it develops the opposite charges and it attracts. This is the concept behind the rubbing. Continuously you rub your, what happens? Heat generates or not? Same manner, continuously rubbing, heat produces, heat generates, energy generates, charge develops, and that charge when we place an uncharged body, it transfers. Due to that, both the objects will develops opposite charges and it attracts. This is the concept behind that. Bits of paper affect before rubbing, affect after rubbing. Pieces of dry leaves, bits of paper, pieces of a dry leaves, ask. Bits of paper, pieces of dry leaf, ask. So he is taking three materials, that is a bits of paper and pieces of dry leaves and ask. You know about the ask, taudu will say that. So refill, comb and a balloon. Take a comb and a refill or a balloon. Three of these objects can be rubbed differently and placed on the bits of paper, pieces of dry leaves and ask whether it attracts or not. You do that. So easy, don't go for the ask. If we have a dry leaves and a bits of paper, you can try with a balloon, comb and a refill. Take a empty refill, continuously rub on your hairs and place on a bits of paper and dry leaves. Whether it attracts or not, you observe and write in the table. Comb also, you take a comb and continuously comb. Combing is nothing but rubbing. By rubbing it develops a charge and place on a bits of paper and dry leaves. Balloon, same manner, balloon also, bits of paper and a dry leaves. Okay. Now see children here. To find the effects of charged body which have seen rubbed by materials, different materials, whether it attracts or not, a simple experiment is given in the form of a lab activity. Let us discuss that lab activity. What is the aim of that lab activity? To find effects of charged bodies which have been rubbed by different materials. What are the materials required? A ball pen, refill, a balloon, a comb, an eraser, a steel spoon, polythene sheet, plain paper, woolen cloth, etc. What is the procedure? Rub the above object against the material listed in a table 2. In each case, bring the rubbed object near small pieces of paper and note whether attract pieces of paper or not. Record your observation in the form of a table 2, in the form of yes or no. What are the objects, materials they took? Plain paper, polythene sheet, woolen cloth, dry hair, polythene sheet, woolen cloth, plain paper and dry hair, polythene sheet, woolen cloth. What are the objects should be used to rub that? Refill, inflated balloon, comb, eraser, steel spoon. In which case it is attracting and in which case it does not attract, write in the table 3 in the form of yes, I know. If it is attract towards the comb, eraser and balloon, write yes. If not, write a no. From this you can understand that which type of objects transfer the charge to which type of a materials. Whether all objects continuously combing or continuously rubbing develops a charge or not. From the simple experiment you are going to understand whether it gets charged or not. Okay children. Now one more type of activity is given. Types of charges and their interaction. Types of charges and their interaction. In this natural phenomena, our lesson name is natural phenomena, but why we are discussing all this thing same, it is related to natural phenomena. In natural phenomena, in lightning also occurs. With this simple experiment, he want to show that lightning in the sky occurs based on this phenomena only. Inflate two balloons and hang them in such a way they do not touch each other. Rub both the balloons with a woolen cloth and release them. Make sure that your hand does not touch the balloon while rubbing with woolen cloth. Take a refill and rub it with a polythene sheet. Keep it gently in a plastic tumbler and take another refill and also rub it with a polythene sheet. Bring the second refill near the first one in the tumbler. Take care that you should not touch either of the rubbed portion or and this we should not touch them. So from this you are going to understand whether the balloon when it is rubbed with that refill whether it attracts or not. See the figure 3. Now take a rubbed balloon near the rubbed refill in the tumbler and check the action. Do they attract each other or repel each other? Simple experiment, simple activity you can do, children, at home. Take a refill and a balloon, blow air in it and just rub the balloon and refill whether it attracts or not. Observe that and write your observation. Next, what is asking? Can we also say that charges of the same kind repel each other while the charges of different attract each other? Like poles repels and unlike poles attract. Same manner what he is giving. When they are developed refill, take two refills, and when they are rubbed with the same cloth, same type of a charge develops. Take two different refills and rub both the refills with the same cloth and bring both the refills together, whether it attracts or repels. Because same material and same object you are using, definitely same type of a charge develops. And continuously rubbing a same type of a charge develops. If they bring the charge body together, it repels. From this simple experiment, what you are going to understand, like charges repels and unlike charges attracts. Same charges repels and unlike charges attracts. To understand this, one more activity is also described. Let us check that activity. It is a convention to call the charge acquired by a glass rod when it is rubbed with the silk cloth positive and the charge acquired by silk cloth is negative. It is observed that when a charged glass rod is brought near to the charged plastic straw which is rubbed with a polythene sheet, there is attraction between two. What is that? When charges move the constant and electric current, you can understand, you can study that current in a circuit which makes a bulb to glow, or the current and makes a wire to get heated. So what is giving? The electric current in a circuit represents motion of charges. Motion of a charges. Make a small ball of thermocol, collect them, collect thin silver foil, use it to decorate sweets. Wrap this silver foil to cover the thermocol ball and suspend it from the stand with the help of a thread. Bring a glass rod which is rubbed with a silk cloth near the suspended ball. What happens? Does it get attracted towards the glass rod or move away from it? Now touch the silver foil and the thermocol ball with a charged body, ball, and again rub it with a silk cloth and bring it close to that. Okay, children, and this concept will learn in the next class. Okay, children, thank you, ma'am.